All right, guys, welcome back to another video. It's your man Jay. So today we're going to be looking at my Bowers and Wilkins, the earbuds that I've had the longest that cost the most. Earbuds, that is. So if you've ever in the market for a high quality set of earbuds, you can still consider the Bowers and Wilkins Pi7s. I know there's different versions of the Bowers and Wilkins out, but let's do a 1 year follow-up, over a year follow-up with these earbuds and how I like them so much. All right, guys, let's go over a year with the Bowers & Wilkins Pi7s. Now, the unique part about these earbuds is they pack a lot of punch for them being an expensive set of earbuds. And first of all, these are now over $100 off. They're over a year old. And, you know, obviously, when you want the best deals on something, if you're willing to wait, you can definitely get it because these are now they're between $270 and $290, and I got these for $400 at launch. So. But there's some unique, I'll have links down below if you want to get these from Best Buy or Amazon. But the unique thing about these earbuds is the sound quality. So the first thing I want to talk about is physically how they've held up. So with that being said, you can see how the case is. Now the case has some deep grooves here, some abrasions on the paint kind of discoloring. After a year though, it's still looking pretty good. On the back here is where you see the most wear. You get two little spots here. For some reason, I don't know why it was worn right there. Maybe it's because it was going in and out of my pocket. I don't know. But again, other than that deep groove right there and the little abrasions right there from a couple drops, discoloring on the gold portion up there, that's nothing major. Most cases hold up very well in my experience. But physically, the case held up well, and it still charges to 100% as well. In the inside here, you can see a little bit of old, looking kind of old in the inside there. I kind of keep this clean. I'll put a Q-tip in there every now and then and clean it up. But the case physically looks good. Now the earbuds look really good. They've held up great over the year. It's been about a year and a half, I think. It's going on almost 2 years. I think I got these in May when they launched. I'm not sure. When did I get these? Yeah, I got these in May when they launched. So we're in August heading into September of 2022. So almost a year, over a year and a half, almost 2 years. These are doing pretty well, man. I mean, I haven't switched the tips out. I just keep them clean. You want to clean your tips with some alcohol, folks. Don't let your buds get filthy because, you know, you do have earwax. And so you want to take a Q-tip, get in there, take this tip off, clean it really well with some alcohol, and then put it back together and make sure it stays fresh. But overall, these have been dropped before, but they're not in bad shape like I thought they would be. Like they've fallen out of my ear, but even when I dropped them on a hard surface, they just didn't crack or anything. This metal top right here definitely is probably to blame for that. Now the bottom of the casing of the earbuds are plastic all around, and so this is what happens with earbuds. Most of them are plastic, so just take note of that. Again, both of them look fairly good. Other than discoloring on the case, these don't look really worn at all, and they still charge just like they should. Now, when I compare these to current design earbuds, you know, there's a lot to be said. You know, these earbuds are different in looks. They still look a little premium compared to some current earbuds. Like my Galaxy Buds, they just are one of the worst sets of earbuds when it comes to hardware. They're just a big, glossy, slippery piece of plastic. They have decent sound quality, but obviously they don't compare to these. But the hardware of the earbuds themselves, they still look high quality, I guess. They look like they are not like a $19 set of earbuds, I guess, if you're just looking at them. And then the weight of them, they're a little bit hefty, so they feel really, really good. I think you'll enjoy the heft of these. And when you put them in your ear, they feel good. They don't fall out. I've done plenty of tests where I put them in and I'm wondering, oh my gosh, are these gonna fall out? I've worked out in these. I work out every morning, and I've definitely worked out in these. And so physically, they've done their job. And the hardware on these have held up. Most earbuds won't break unless I can step on these probably, or they get crushed. They're going to shatter. They're going to break into pieces, obviously. But as long as you can take good care of your products, you should be okay with the way these are handling their business physically. Now, sound quality is what these are most known for, or what people have questioned about. We'll talk about battery life as well, but this is really about sound quality. Now, I think they're guaranteeing, what, 4 to 6 hours or something like that, 4 hours. They're saying that you can get about 4 hours, I think. Let me double check this. I think it's about 4 hours, but some people were saying they definitely couldn't get 4 hours. But I think continuous use, I don't know anybody who really, I guess if you're still in the workforce or something like that and you're, you have to have earbuds in. I honestly, right there, I don't suggest people use Bluetooth if you're at a job where you're allowed to have earbuds in all day. Get wired headsets, man. Those are just the best. You don't have to worry about anything. You just have to worry about charging your device. But nonetheless, we'll go back to battery in a little bit, but sound quality. Let's talk about connectivity for these, like as far as staying connected. These are, now we all know that we're up to Bluetooth 5.3, I think, if they're recording this video. 2 or 3, one of them. I think it's 3 though, but not a lot of devices have 3. But these are Bluetooth 5.0 with aptX adaptive technology. So their aptX covers pretty much every frequency. You've got HD, low latency, and the classic aptX as well. So as far as the sound quality and connectivity, these have not ever dropped connection to any device I've put them to. And then the connectivity to themselves has never dropped. And just overall, the quality of the sound when it comes to the aptX HD, it is absolutely phenomenal, folks. The sound quality that you get from these will have you questioning whether or not you picked the right earbuds or if they're worth spending that money. Now, a lot of people didn't get these at launch. Some people bought them and returned them and said, I just can't see the $400 price tag. And I get it. Some people don't even know who Bowers and Wilkins are. They don't even know the company. But if you consider yourself a little bit of an audiophile, I'm a very novice audiophile, but I'm willing to try something and spend it if I feel like it's going to be worth it. So with these, I saw these and I jumped out there. I said, you know what? I'm not going to look at price. I'm going to just flat out just check these out. And I was impressed. Initially, I was kind of indecisive about it when I was still in that phase, like, oh man, should I send these back? But ultimately stuck it out, and they are absolutely great. So sound quality is something that you just have to worry about sound quality. I would say you probably don't, but I remember now, sound quality depends on the user. Everybody's ears are different. So someone might get these and say, oh, I thought they sounded like trash, or they just didn't have all the bass you talked about. They didn't have all the highs and lows. It just wasn't there. The latency was off. Everybody's going to have their own experience with it. But I think with these right here, you will experience high quality sound. So they do have 9.2 millimeter dynamic drivers in here as well. So you're looking at frequencies from 2400 to roughly just under 2500. So you're going to get every level of sound quality that you could possibly want in the Bluetooth side. But I think when it comes to the range and how it's able to handle distortion, these are some of the best. I mean, these are some of the best. I genuinely don't know what people expect from earbuds, but I do know what people expect from earbuds that originally costed $400. You're expecting some high quality sound. And at the time of getting these, I compared them next to my Sony's, which Sony is like the top brand to me. And currently, some of my dailies are these newer Sonys. Now, these have been out for quite some time. I'll be following up on these with you guys later, but Sony is like my go-to earbuds. And these kind of came in and, because of that price, we all kind of doubted whether or not they were worth it initially. I get it. $400 is a lot. But again, if you consider yourself somewhat of an audiophile, you're probably not looking at price. Like there's something that you like that you just don't look at price on. You just get it. I feel like people waste money on Starbucks coffee every day. That's $5 to $6, $5 to $10 you could put aside and invest. That's just me. $5 to $6 a month, or $5 to $6 a day, $5 to $10 a day, roughly $300 you can invest or just put it in your savings account. But for me, some people might say, oh, you spend a lot of money on cell phones, you spend a lot of money on earbuds, you spend a lot of money on just tech. Well, there's a different return coming from that. Drinking coffee every day, tears your system down. These earbuds just give you good quality sound bars. So when it comes to an overall package, these are not the overall package at the time that they came out, I guess, only because of the price. People really slam these earbuds because of the price. But when I listen to these, I could tell the difference in quality compared to my other Sonys, not these Sonys right here that I just showed you. My other Sonys at the time, the quality on them was bar none some of the best ever. And when I got these cost a lot more, maybe $100+ more, but I think they sounded a lot better, and I chose these over my Sonys. Now, what's the downfall? One downfall that a person might argue is the battery life. Now, they're claiming 4 hours of battery life on these. You will get the battery life that you get out of these. I mean, I don't know how else to explain. and they're not saying 4 hours of battery life. They're saying up to 4 hours of battery life on Bluetooth and 15 minutes charging. Gets you 2 hours of charging. So, I mean, I guess I don't wear earbuds long enough. So every time I've never worn these for up to 4 hours, I believe. That's a long time. I think I might have did it 2 hours. I had a long phone call. And that's probably the longest I've gone with these is about 2 hours or a little 2.5, maybe. I've had some long phone calls. I've been on conferences where I just need my hands free and I want high quality. I want to cancel out everything. And when I say cancel out everything, I mean cancel out the noise around me. And active noise canceling on these is absolutely great. The sound quality from these have just phenomenal. The sound alone is great, but then when you cancel out all the noise around you and you're on a phone call, because that's predominantly what I use these at the time, and I still do, is for phone calls. These cancel out sound so well. Your phone calls, you're almost immersed. You can hear every tone, and it's so quiet. Like, it's so quiet. It's just like, it sounds like the person is in the room with you. It's really that good. These are some of the best earbuds for phone calls that I've ever used, period. They're that good. So some things about these, you can actually plug in the cable that goes with it and use it as a transmitter on your car for Bluetooth. And these also have fast charging. They have wireless charging as well with this. This case is wireless charging. But in the end, you choose how you want to use your equipment that you purchase. But having personally owned these for almost 2 years, I guess I'm a little over a year and a half or more, they're doing well. You just have to navigate this space right here carefully, because if you are an early adapter, most early adapters don't get the best deal. And there was no discounts on these when I got them. Just nothing. There was nothing. You just had to pay the $400 plus tax, and you get them. But at one point they had sold out when they were $400, and this white color really sold out quickly, I believe. But the black ones were really selling well, I believe. The black ones were nice. I kind of wish I had went towards those, but these gold ones are absolutely great. The gold and white, I should say, because the other ones are gold and black. But I just think the black looked, a little bit more sleek, and I like how they look after getting these. But nonetheless, these are great earbuds. Now they're less than $300. I think you should jump on them if you were skeptical the first time. Yeah, you're not going to get 10 hours of battery life out of these, but if you want a high quality sound and something that's flawless on phone calls, you better jump on these now. They're almost 2 years old, and then the price hasn't dropped as much as people might have thought they were going to drop. I thought I would see these at half off after a year. Absolutely not. Now, some people might have gotten some promos where they got them for $250 at one point, I think people were saying, but I don't know. They might have had a coupon. I don't know. But the point is, if you can find these under $300, which they are under $300 now, I'll leave links down below. I recommend them because they're holding up well, and the sound quality is still the same as they were since day one. It's your man Jay. If you guys enjoyed the discussion, see you in the next video. Links down below.